Hey guys, welcome back. Hey guys, welcome back to channel May We See. Today I'm gonna do a little breakdown of the current astrological energies, as well as a breakdown of a daily card that I pulled right now that it can be a focus for a few days around today, but I pulled it specifically for today. So I guess I want to start with the astrological breakdown. So basically, currently the moon, which is our emotions and our reactions, Mercury, which is our mind and communication, Mars, which is our drive and energy and like our way that we move, are all in Scorpio, which is very deeply intuitive and very strategic, because Scorpio is the essence of desire. And when we want something, we start thinking about how we want to get it. So our emotions are currently in this deep space of passion and kind of like this introspectiveness, because when we want something that's not necessarily in our physical plane yet, we have to then, as we know with the law of attraction, we have to embody what it would be like to already have that, to be an energetic frequency match to the materialization of our desire. So our moon is currently in this state where we are working to embody and are able to introspect and feel our emotions very intensely. So when we are unaligned with our desire in the manifestation of our desire, it'll be very apparent within our mind's eye that something is not aligned. Mercury is also in Scorpio. So with Mercury, our minds and communication, in conjunction with our emotions, we're in a pivotal state of being able to voice these emotions and put into action and formulate a mental plan and strategy and almost a visualization of how we can understand if we are aligned and if we are not aligned, and almost create a pathway to understand physically manifestations of unalignment and alignment, and thought processes that show if we are aligned or if we are not aligned. This is also conjunct Mars, which is our drive and energy. So not only the way that we feel emotionally and the way that we are thinking is being strategic to manifest our desires, but our entire essence right now is like, yes, like my desires are going to be manifested, and every move that we make as we take steps forward is in the direction of this manifestation. So these three placements are all in conjunct and all are working together. Our minds, our emotion, and our drive are all working together to create a manifestation of our desire. But it is essential to always understand that when we are experiencing desire, this does not mean that we lack. Desire is just an energetic passion. And when we experience desire and then feel lack, that's actually telling the universe and in the law of attraction that we don't actually want what we desire. Because we need to be an energetic match to the manifestation of our desire. So if we are in a state where we are desiring and feel that we lack what we desire and that we are not already connected to it, it pushes it farther away. And to bring it in, we need to feel that we are already connected to it. So when we feel that desire and we're like, oh, I want this so badly, that desire that you have for it, you need to fix your mental and your emotions behind it so that your avatar, your human, thinks it's already yours. You need to convince the physical that it is already yours. And then that is when it will actually start making its way to you. And then it will be. So you need to believe entirely that what you desire is already yours. So when you are desire, don't you dare let your mind think that you are lacking something. Tell your mind, yes, I desire that because it is mine. And it will come. It will come. Believe. Believe. The minute we don't believe that it is already connected to us and that it's already ours is when the universe allows this magnetic pull to be seized. So to be a magnetic pull to exactly what we want, we must be what we want. We must be the human that we will be when what we have manifests. We need to be that human now. And then that's when manifestation starts. But not before then. Not before then. So, the sun, which is our personalities. Venus, which is the ways that we love and attract. And Jupiter, our luck and success, are all in Sagittarius, which is fiery and adventurous and the essence of experience. This is creating a square to everything that I have just told you. We have this desire right now that isn't necessarily linked to the desire of our bigger plan. And we have this desire to just be instantly gratified. Give me this, give me this, give me this. Let me taste that, let me taste that. Blah, 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 blah. And this can be beautiful. And this can give us these new thoughts that we need to comprehend how we are blocking ourselves from being the energetic match to what we desire. But can also just be a distraction. So it is important that we go through this learning process to understand our craving for adventure on a level of love and success and our new way of expressing ourselves. We want to understand how that connects to our bigger plan. Because when we do not choose to go around the corners, life hits us and makes us go around the corner. But since we are conscious beings, we can simply look around the corner. So it's important to do this because Saturn, which is the essence of work, is in conjunct Pluto right now, which is dreams and healing. No. That's Neptune. Pluto is deep transformation, which is home to Scorpio. So in essence, Saturn, our work, our careers are going through this deep transformation that is backly supported by our drive, our emotions, and our thought processes right now. But our craving for adventure could potentially be leading us off in all these crazy directions. So it's important to draw this craving for adventure and our deepest desires for success in happiness and our ability to express that happiness into our careers becomes the foundation of what we still choose to do, though we are going to expand our energy right now. And we are going to go beyond what we have done before into new areas of life because we are growing and experiencing, and Sagittarius is expansive like a wildfire. But we need to understand why we are doing the things we are doing. Which leads me to the card that I pulled today. A beautiful card from the animal spirit. Look at that fucking rainbow. It's beautiful. This card is the starfish. The starfish is beautiful. Beautiful, look at it. But when we see starfish, we most commonly see starfish in shallow water. We have to make sure with this craving of adventure that we still always comprehend that nothing is meaningless and everything has depth and everything is divine and everything has a deeper meaning and is a bigger part to the bigger picture and is not just a single moment but is a giant manifestation of a bigger essence. So if we want to step into our higher selves, we need to be our higher selves now. So we need to make sure that the adventure that we go on right now is not of a lower frequency and not of a past self, and is of our highest self. And this may take a learning process, especially as we are still in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. We are still shedding so many past thought processes and habitual tendencies. When we are coming from a space of emptiness, we go to all these toxic things trying to fill ourselves because that's what's resonating, so that is what we are drawing in. So it is important to, before, when we are craving this adventure and we say we pass through a space of emptiness as we are shedding all these layers of emptiness and bringing light to them and fulfilling them and illuminating them with our divineness, we need to make sure not to take action from these places and instead introspect and call forth magic and call forth our highest timeline so that we don't keep manifesting and increasing the density of lower timelines, but instead we are letting those fall away and letting our higher timelines emerge. In this time of great craving for adventure, it is so easy to want to taste every single flavor. It is so easy to want to dabble in everything. And I'm not saying you cannot dabble in everything, but I want you to remember that there is a deeper meaning behind the dabbling. It's not just like, oh, da-da-da-da. There is a reason. Your soul is being called to that for a reason. To either then be shown that that is something that it needs to shed, or to be shown that that is something that it wants to grow, aspire, and become and embody. So make sure that in this time where we can be all over the place, that we are also understanding the roots of where these experiences are coming from and what they are teaching us and what they are telling us and what is being coded into our DNA from the experience. We need to understand how our minds are perceiving what is happening and understanding that it's not about us and it's really a collective lesson and an essence that we need to understand and accept. In order to enter the bliss plane, we need to accept all essences. So maybe we do need to dabble in all essences, but we need to bring acceptance to them and not create separation and hate for them. It is time we recognize the divineness in all. So we need to understand that in all experiences that we experience, there is divineness, and we call forth the magic of each moment into our awareness. and make sure that our drive and energy is driven by the divineness of the scenario and not the egoic notion that keeps us on the hate plane that we so desperately want to evolve from so we can be in a state of eternal bliss. The starfish is beautiful. This physical reality is beautiful. But there is so much more to the ocean than where it meets the shore. May we see?